out here at my studio in Oregon, out at Wishing Tree, and it's kind of chilly in the room. So I'm breaking with yoga tradition and wearing socks today. Also, if you want to have a blanket nearby, um, you could use it for your knees, but you could also use it to cover up with at the end when we do a little meditation, a little quiet time at the end. So we'll just start sitting comfortably and draw your spine up tall and bring your shoulders up towards your ears and then roll them back and down and do that a few times. Shoulders all the way up, roll them back and down. A little more like that, just that really big release of the shoulders here. Yeah, this last time, just drop them down, hold there. Feel your body in connection with the floor. Sit bones, maybe the ankles, legs, depending on how you're sitting. Draw your spine up tall. Pull your lower abs just a little bit in and a little bit up just to give you some extra support. And then if it feels good to shut your eyes, go ahead and do that. And then check in from the top of your head to the bottoms of your feet, just noticing how you're doing on this cold day. Notice if you're holding tension anywhere in your body. Maybe you have some sore spots. Just notice those things, but also notice the places that feel rested and ready to work. And then bring one hand to your chest, one hand to your belly. Notice where you're breathing today. Maybe it's more into your upper chest. Maybe it's more down toward your belly. Maybe it's even. Or maybe you can feel the sides of your rib cage or the back more easily than the front. It's all okay. Let's take a few breaths here. Feel the expansion and the contraction. And then focus more on your out breath. So just empty the breath, get it all out. Notice how your lungs naturally fill back up. All the breath out. Allow your lungs to fill. Just two more like that. All the breath out. Good. Take your arms and open them to the sides. A big inhale. Exhale at your background. Bring the backs of your hands closer together. Inhale to open. Feel what happens with your shoulder blades, drawing them back and close together, moving them away from the spine. A few more like that. Little sitting modified cat cow here. And then bring them all the way out. Take your right hand to the floor, left hand to the sky, a big reach up. Now we'll just lean over to one side. Keep both sides of your body long, but breathe into the rib cage on your left side, on that up side. You can expand the ribs here. If that's real comfortable, you like a little bit more sensation. Take your left arm, reach it over your right knee, and get down into the low back on the side. A little more stretch through the side body. And we'll come all the way up. And just repeat the same thing to the other side. So up tall first, keeping both sides of your body long. Stretch over to the side. Keep breathing into your right side. Expand the rib cage on that side. Good. And then if you like the diagonal on the other side, go ahead and reach that arm out over your left knee. And we'll come all the way back up. Take your left arm now over to the right knee. Take a twist. Have a look over your right shoulder. And I'll do the same to the other side. And come on back to center. Um, if you have a blanket and you'd like to pad your knees, you could take your blanket, put it on your mat, put your knees on your blanket, hands off the top, spread your fingers wide, set your hands up right under your shoulders, knees right under your hips, and come into the world's tiniest cat. Nobody can see it. Turn on the muscles that would take you to cat. I notice right away my hands pushing down on the floor. I even notice the tops of my feet feel like they're pushing down. I notice a little scoop in the belly. Let those muscles go. Turn on the muscles that would take you to cow if we were going to go there. And then go ahead and move into a gentle cat. And a gentle cow, we're just taking it slow today on this. Really noticing how the back moves, what happens with the belly. Check in with your breath. Maybe exhale into cat, squeeze the air out, allow your lungs to fill back up into cow. Do that a few times. And then play with a little organic movement. Let's sway a little side to side and just see how that goes. Check in with your shoulders, your hips, and make it really fluid. You might even circle back and forth. Check in with your neck. Tight spaces, maybe pause there. Good, and come back to center. Turn your toes under as if we were going to press back to downward dog, but we're not yet. Press your hips back. We're going to stretch through the feet, the ankles. Rock yourself forward, stretching through the wrists. Only go as far as feels good. Do that a couple times. Good. And then let's switch it up. Let's rock forward. Let's send the hips back. Almost a downward dog, but not really. Bring your knees back to the mat. Big inhale. Exhale your hips back. Inhale, body forward. Exhale, lift the hips, press back with your hands. Inhale, knees back to the mat. One more like that. Big inhale. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale, hips back. Good. Go ahead and bring your knees back to the mat. Take your knees wide, toes together. Walk your hands out. Let yourself drop down into child's pose or puppy dog or something like that. Take the weight off your hands. It could feel nice to bring your arms back by your sides. Maybe bring them to prayer over your head. Or just let them rest on the mat. Take a few breaths into your back here. Feel your rib cage expand to the back and the sides. And we'll come all the way back up. Set up with your right toes behind you on the mat and your left arm lifted. You're going to lift the arm first today and then really slowly float that leg up. See how that feels. Keep your arm right where it is. Float your leg down and up. Good. Two more like that. Toes to the mat. Toes lift. Toes to the mat. Toes lift. Hold it here. You could stay right here, or you could move your arm and leg off to the sides and just see how that feels. Good. Come on back to center, hand back to the mat. Step your leg across to the opposite side and have a look back at your toes. And then swing that leg all the way over to the other side and take a twist toward it. Kind of unfold your arms. A big inhale here. Let your lungs fill up. And come on back to center. Good. We'll go to the other side. So take the arm out first. Take your leg back to the mat and then float your leg up. And float the leg down. I'm doing the same side. Notice if you did too. Drop your toes down. Bring them back up. Do two more like that. Toes down. And lift. Good. And this time just hold here. If it feels good, you could take your arm and your leg to the outside. And then come back to center. Cross your leg over. Have a look back at it. And then we'll swing it all the way around to the side. Unfold. Let your lungs fill with air. And we'll come on back to center. Let's take right leg forward. And we'll reach both arms to the sky. Breathe into your front body. Open your arms to cactus. Inhale, arms up and swing through. We'll do one more just like that. Just a big stretch. Big inhale. Open to cactus. Inhale up and swing it through. Nice. Bring your arms in front of you. And we're going to take whatever leg is in front, right leg in front, slide the left arm up. We usually do this standing, or sometimes we do this standing. Have a look back at that hand. Good. The hand that's in back, reach it down. Hand that's in front reaches to the sky. Cartwheel everything over. Place your foot inside, your hand inside your foot, hand to the knee, take a twist towards your right leg. And if it feels nice, you could even come up on your back toes and take the big twist here. Good. Bring your leg back down to the mat. Walk your hands back, come into half splits. And then let's just set it up on the other side. So we'll take left leg forward, ankle underneath the knee. Take your arms to the sky, big inhale, breathe into your front body. Exhale, open to cactus. Inhale up, swing it through. Same thing. Exhale, open to cactus. Inhale up and swing it through. Good. Bring your hands back to center. Take your right hand, slide up your left hand, your left arm across the collarbones. Maybe have a look behind you. And then take your right hand to the floor, left towards the floor, left hand towards the sky. And we'll cartwheel it all the way back over. So your hand on your knee, take a big twist here. If you like, you could come to your back toes. You could do that big reach. Lots of space. And we'll come on back down, walk back into half splits. And then go ahead and release that. Let's come down to the belly. And set your blanket off to the side if you're using it. Come on down to your belly. Hands right next to your chest. Forehead to the floor if that feels okay to you. We're going to think about lifting our upper body, but by doing it by just lengthening our spine. So we're not going to come up very high. Shine your heart forward. Exhale your head back down. Do more like that. A big inhale. Lengthen your upper body. Exhale down. Inhale, lengthen your upper body. Exhale down. This time, lengthen your lower body. Let your legs float up. Lengthen your upper body. Upper body floats. Yeah, and just go back and forth. Kind of a modified Pilates swan dive. And then bring it back down. Reach your arms out in front. You could lift your left leg and right arm. And then just switch and switch. Or you could come up and swim it Pilates style. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more set. Inhale and exhale. Good. Bring your hands to your forehead to your hands. Let your muscles rest. And then use your hands to come up with neutral spine to all fours. Just like before. Little cat cow. Shake it out. Notice the tight spots. And then walk your hands out just a little bit farther. Bring your toes under and float your hips up. Now we're in our downward dog. Let your feet walk. Let your hips sway. Just gonna shake it out here. Good. We're gonna come to a lunge. And if you prefer to stand up and move into the lunge without coming into it from downward dog, that's completely fine. We're gonna come into a lunge with right leg. So if you're down here with me, take your right leg to the sky, press your arms back, and then swing that leg through between your hands. Take your time. Come to high lunge. Good. Swing your arms through, reach the crown of your head forward. As we come back up, take your left hand to the sky, to the floor, right hand to the sky, just like when we were kneeling. You can sink it down here. We're not quite in a warrior. We're still in our lunge, challenging our balance a little bit. Cartwheel it all the way down. Place your left hand on the floor, right hand to the sky. Here's our big twist again. Take your right hand to the mat, step back to a plank, and hold here. Just hold. Option to come to your knees, your elbows, come back to all fours and cat cow, or anything else that feels good. Otherwise, we're just going to hang out here. Focus on the exhale. Empty your lungs. Let them fill back up. 2 more like that. All the air out. Let your lungs fill. 1 more. Empty your lungs. Fill back up. And this time, release back to downward dog. Go slow. Let your legs walk. Let your hips move. Shake it out. And then same thing here. If you prefer to come up to standing to move into your lunge, it's totally fine. Otherwise, we're going to take our left leg to the sky. Rest back with your hands. Send that leg forward. Come all the way up. High lunge again. Good. Send your arms back, crown of the head forward. As you come up, stay in your lunge. We're going to take right arm back, left arm to the sky. And then cartwheel all the way over. Hands inside, hand inside the foot. Do what you need to do with that back leg. Find your big twist again. Feels like I'm holding the light here. Cartwheel back down, step back to plank. Same thing, we're just going to hold here. 2 big breaths. One more breath. Exhale is going to take us to down dog. Good. And then walk your hands all the way to your feet. The rest will set up from standing. Hands to thighs, roll it all the way up. Shoulders come back. Nice. Take your feet wide on your mat. toes out. We're going to take arms to the sky. Go this way just a little bit. Open to cactus. Inhale up. Bring your hands heart center. Sink it down. Good. Inhale up. Leave your legs. Open to cactus. Inhale up. Sink it down. One more like that, and then we'll stay low. Big inhale. Open your arms to cactus. Inhale up. Sink it down. Stay put. Yeah, a lot of options here. You could bring hands to legs. You could walk your feet. Little leg strength, core strength. You could come to toes on both sides, practice a little balance. You might take your arms out to goddess. Or you could catch some raindrops. Good. And then let your heels drop. We'll inhale all the way up. Turn your toes forward, forward fold. Hands could be on your knees or on your thighs, right? Or you could bring your fingertips to the floor. We're going to reach all the way over. Let your right leg bend. Let your left inner thigh just stretch. Again, that could be here. Walk across to the other side. Some people take this really low, and that's totally fine as long as it feels good to your bent knee. Good. Walk one more time over to the left. And then come back to center. Leave your right hand on the floor. Take your left hand to the sky. Find a big twist here. And then we'll switch. And bring that hand down. Hands to thighs. Let your knees bend a lot. Roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. And a big inhale up. Bringing hands heart center. Good. Turn your left foot out. I'm going to mirror you now. Sink it down a little bit. Come to warrior two. Nice. Drop your shoulders. Let's do that flying thing because that feels kind of nice. A little up and down with the shoulders. You could use your leg to get into that motion. Good. One more. Sink the shoulder blades down. Turn your fingertips up. Press the walls away. Yeah. Good. Look forward if that feels good. Turn your hands into fists. Turn them down. A whole different feel. Good. Come back to center. Turn your front hand up and your back hand down. I'll just do a little flossing here. Good. And then turn your front hand up, take it to the sky. Here we are. Peaceful warrior. Take your elbow to your knee. Right hand comes across the horizon. We'll do that two more times. A big inhale. Exhale down. Big inhale. And exhale down. Good. Come on back to warrior two. Turn your feet forward. And then we're just going to go right over to the other side. Sink it down a little bit. With the shoulder blades, a little up and down. Just notice how they move. And one more like that. Turn your fingertips up, press the walls away, hold. Letting all that space. And then squeeze your hands into fists, turn them down. See how that feels? Good. Release that, turn your front hand up, bottom hand down. Just go back and forth. Good. Right hand to the sky. Big reach. Bring your elbow to your knee. Left hand comes across the horizon. Yeah, I'll do that again. And coming on back to warrior two. Turn your toes forward, forward fold, hands to thighs. Let your head hang down. And then one more time, we'll come all the way up and modify that just a little bit. So left leg is out, sink it down, knees right over the ankle, and take our arms out to warrior two. Reach them away. Let's turn fingers up for this one. And your left hand up to the sky. If you like, you could take your left hand, you could wrap it around your head. Right hand could wrap around your back if you like. Just kind of hang out here. Breathe into the left side rib cage. Good. And we'll unwrap that. Bring your elbow to your knee. Right hand comes across the horizon. Hang out here for a minute. See how that feels. Breathing into this side. If you like, you could take this left hand and reach it out to a little more core work. As we come up, we're going to straighten the front leg, find all kinds of space. Revolve a triangle. Keep your triangle legs. Usually we do this the opposite, but we're going to rock into our triangle here. And then gently come back to warrior two. Turn your toes forward. We'll go right on over to the other side. Little warrior two. Turn your fingertips up. Feel how that engages the arms. And then take your right hand to the sky. And if you like, you could drop it behind your head. You could wrap your other arm around. Good. One more breath into the right rib cage. And then undo that. Bring your right elbow to right knee. Left comes across the horizon. Hang out here. Check that out. Breathe into the left rib cage. If you like, you could take your right hand. You could reach it out to the side. And as we come up, we'll straighten the legs. Revolve a triangle. And then keep your triangle legs. And set it up. Good. We'll come on back to warrior two. Let your arms drop down. Good. Come on over to the back of your mat. So you got all the space in front of you. 2 Pilates push-ups, and with an option of just holding the plank, coming to your knees, even coming to your belly. Do what feels good to you. We'll inhale. On your exhale, draw your chin toward your chest. Imagine your vertebrae peeling off a wall one at a time, all the way over. Without letting your hips sway side to side too much, walk your hands out. Got fingers spread wide so we have a nice base. Come into a perfect push-up position. You could stay here, you could drop it down, or you could come quarter way, halfway to the bottom and up, and we're going to walk it all the way back. Let your knees bend. Feel free to support yourself on your legs. Roll yourself up. Roll your shoulders back. One more like that. A big inhale. Exhale peels us off the wall. All the way over. Big inhale walks us out to plank. A nice strong plank position. You do you here. So you can hold the plank and come down quarter, half, bottom, and all the way up and walk it back. 2, 3, 4. Let your knees bend. Round yourself all the way up and bring your shoulders back. Good. Let's shake out our wrists and we'll take it down to the mat. So this is one we worked on last week. Take your thumbs up. Take your index fingers up. I'm gonna come a little closer here so you can see. Thumbs up, index fingers up. Yeah. Notice when index fingers are up, thumbs are tucked in. When thumbs are up, index fingers are tucked in. No L's, no L's. Okay. Thumbs up, index fingers up, thumbs up, Index fingers up, thumbs up, index fingers up. One index finger, one thumb. Switch them. Make sure the other one tucks in. They're going to try to cheat. They're going to try to be L's. And then just go back and forth. See how that feels. Good. And then just take your fingers, piano fingers, let all that go. And take your body and sway it side to side. And then let's come all the way down to the mat. Let's go to our backs first. We'll turn to our sides. So dropping back down on the floor, hold your knees close together. Think of pulling your shins close together. And we're going to roll up into a plank or up into a bridge. So hips are up. And we're going to roll it back down. Again, thinking articulating the spine. Yeah. Let's do two more like that. Let's roll it up and drop it down. And then roll it up and drop it down. Let's change the feel of that. Come into a nice neutral spine. You'll feel a little space underneath your low back. Take your arms and press them down to the floor without articulating your spine. Press your arms down. Lift your body up. Keep your arms pressing down. Reach your knees away from your face. Squeeze your glutes. Good. As we come down, release your arms, take them up overhead. Bring them back by your sides. A little pressure. With your arms, press your torso or your hips up. Squeeze your glutes, reach your knees away from your face, draw in on your shins. Big inhale here. On your exhale, drop your hips. Let your arms float up. Let it go. Let's do one more like that. Arms come down, press into the mat. Hips float. They're not really floating, it's effort, right? Draw in on your shins, reach your knees away, squeeze your glutes. Good. And drop it back down. This time, leave your arms down. Come up into a comfortable bridge. We're going to take right leg to the sky. Flex your ankle, drop it down. Point your toes, kick it up. Heel down, toes up. One more like that. And bring that leg down. Other leg. Inhale to drop. Exhale to kick. Inhale, drop. Exhale to kick. Good. Inhale, knee. Exhale, down. One more each side. Up and straight. Kick it up. Kick it up. Kick it up. Let your knee bend. Replace the leg up and straight. Exhale, lift. Exhale, lift. Good. Inhale, knee. Exhale, all the way down. Draw your knees up into your chest. Give them a good squeeze. And then we're going to keep them there, shins parallel to the ceiling. Arms can come to the side. See if you can draw a figure eight, a sideways figure eight with your legs. So you'll notice your hips moving up and down to make the motion. So you can keep your legs close. And we'll go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Switch, go the other way. See if that worked. I think that's difficult. Good. 4 more like that. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Grab both knees, give them a good squeeze. Maybe rock a little side to side, release your low back. And then go ahead and turn over on one side. And we're going to try to get a sensation here of keeping our rib cage light. So if you take your fingers and put them underneath your rib cage, not forcing it, but we're trying to make that a little ways away from the floor. Take your legs out in front of you about a 45-degree angle. We're going to take the top leg, kick it 2 to the front, and then pull to the back. 2 to the front. On my bottom leg, I'm anchoring with my little toe. I'm keeping it stuck to the floor. Inhale 2, exhale 2, inhale 2, and exhale 2. Good. Straighten your legs out. Keep your top leg lifted. Do some tiny circles without letting anything else move. We'll go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, in reverse. 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that leg and just drop it over. That should feel kind of nice right here. And then we'll switch over to the other side. So that same thing, we're going to try to keep our rib cage light on the floor. We're not going to rely on it. We're not going to stick it down to the floor. We're going to take our legs forward, stick your little toe down, your bottom toe. Top leg gets 2 little kicks to the front and pull to the back. We'll kick to the front and pull to the more. Kick 2, pull back to 2. Inhale 2. Just one. And straighten your legs up. Top leg stays lifted. Little circles for 8, 6, 5. And reverse. And then just drop it back down. Good. Let's come back to our backs. Bring your legs up so shins are parallel to the ceiling. Option to straighten them, option to let them lower. You decide. But come on up so that your head is up off the floor. If your head gets tired, if your neck gets tired, put your head down. We're going to squeeze the shins together and start to pump the arms Pilates style. We'll inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. In, exhale. Option straighten. Inhale. Keep those legs zipped up. Option to lower a little bit, as long as you can control your low back. Inhale, 2, exhale. 2 more sets. Yeah. 4, 5, X. And in, 2, 3, 5, exhale. Good. Grab those knees, draw them into your chest. Turn your head side to side. Left leg, take your right leg long. Big stretch. Nice. And then take your left leg to the sky. If that means you bend your other leg, that's completely fine. Circle here. Just kind of notice how that feels. And then we're going to hang out here for just a little bit. Flex your ankle, drop it down, put your toes, kick it up. Good. Drop it down, kick it up. Let's do 4 more. Down and up. 3, 2, 1. Good. Next time that leg comes down, keep it there. Take your right hand, just help that leg across. Doesn't have to go very far. You could even support it so it doesn't go very far. Just till you feel a nice twist. Feel the opening through the chest and that left shoulder. Breathe into that space. Good. As you come back up, go ahead and keep that left leg on top of the right. And come into a lying pigeon. And then draw both knees into your chest. Let's switch sides. Draw that knee in close. And straighten it up to the sky. Good. Let's drop it down and kick it up. And then next time it comes down, take it with your opposite arm, draw it across, come into a twist. And then as you come back to your back, keep your right just over your left. And we'll take the other leg to the sky, lying pigeon. And then just bring both knees into your chest. You could rock side to side if you like happy baby. This would be a place to do that. You can also just stretch out long, maybe make a banana shape with your body, whatever feels good to you. And then let your feet land back on the mat. Slide them out, drop your arms by your sides, or keep your knees bent if that feels better. Just do with the bottoms of your feet. Release any tension. Just let it flow out through your toes. Bring your attention to your ankles, your shins, your calves. Let those muscles relax and rest. Notice the fronts and backs of your thighs, your quads, and your hamstrings. Release any tension there. Let your hips rest. Let your lower abdomen and your low back rest. Release any tension from your belly, your upper chest, your upper back. Check in with your shoulder blades. Let them drop back. Let your shoulders drop back and be heavy. Release any tension from your shoulders, your upper arms, your lower arms, your wrists, and your hands. And then release any tension from your neck, your jawline, the muscles of your face, those little muscles around the eyes and the mouth, forehead, and even your scalp. Let your whole body be heavy. Let your belly be soft. And then we'll take 4 breaths here. In for 4, out for 8. I'll count the first one and then you go on your own for the last 3. So a big inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead with that. Really focus on that exhale. All the air out. Allow your lungs to slowly fill back up. Last one. Say something different today. Bring both hands to your heart. It's cold. Maybe you just want to stay right here today. Maybe you're even snuggled up in your blanket. So let's just stay right here. May we dwell in safety. May we be happy and healthy. May we be at peace. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me on this cold day.